to rotate the strike exactly like that. The signal comes up the very next ball. They've already picked up a boundary. That's good batting, really sensible, good batting from this pair.
That's experience for you as well. After hitting a boundary and then getting a single, telling his partner, I have done my job.
ডিজাইনের চাই আলো বাতাসের নিশ্চয়তা।
শুধু আলো বাতাস, পানি লাগবে না?
পাম্প একটা হলেই।
It's all about getting into a good position, and that's what he did. Backed away from the stumps, created room for that swing, getting the ball in the middle of the bat for a six. Excellent batting. And then
moment for Sylhet, if Sylhet 6 can go on to make the first upset. Playing the first match in Sylhet in front of the home crowd and delivering the goods.
and a very passionate crowd, one must has to admit. Backing their team, Sylhet Sixers wholeheartedly. Hearing every run being scored here.
It's the safest.
Thank you, Tommy.
মেমব্রেন ফিল্ট্রেশন ও ড্রপলেট মেথড সহ মোট 15টি কঠিন ধাপে পৃথিবীর সর্বাধুনিক স্ট্যান্ডার্ড নিশ্চিত করে তৈরি হচ্ছে দেশের সবচেয়ে নিরাপদ পানি, সুপার ফ্রেশ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার। পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সবসময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক, গাজীর প্রথম, গাজীর সেরা, বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ।
Sylhet Sixers chasing 137. They are 37 without loss. More problems for Shakib Al Hasan, captain of Dhaka Dynamites. Well, these two batsmen, they are playing with a plan against Shakib Al Hasan, who's a wily campaigner. Realize that. Not looking to take too many chances, but on the other hand, whoever is being introduced into the bowling attack, they've gone after them. That's why after 4 overs, they are 38 without loss. Good going.
And it's good thinking because you really don't want to take chance against a quality bowler like Shakib Al Hasan. That one hit straight to the fielder. And if you can survive the early overs from Shakib Al Hasan, then the things will ease out even better in favor of Sylhet Sixers. Perfect. No problem whatsoever. Don't look for big shots, but continue to rotate the strike. That is the key for Sylhet at the moment.
Showing controlled aggression, these two batsmen. That was a bit risky.
Yeah, he had hit that particular shot when he tried to attempt and picked up the boundary in the first over that he faced from Shakib. The danger is that he's trying to cut, which is a little bit closer and also on stumps. It's a dangerous ploy.
And that's why Shakib is darting the ball in. Single to end the over. After 5 overs, it's 40 without loss.
কাজটার নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা। সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি কাজী পিভিসি পাইপ, আগাগোড়া মজবুত, বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ। কাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম।
Kaji প্রথম, Kaji সেরা। 17 powered by Shah Cement, 40 in their first 5 overs, going quite comfortably towards the target. On 137 needed to win, and no sign of faltering by the Sylhet Sixers batters. Abu Haidarani, 25 wickets in his 20 matches. He's been quite a star in the previous BPLs, but he's got his work cut out. Gautam Bhimani alongside me, interestingly poised, but I think the ascendancy with the Sylhet Sixers.
Absolutely, the ascendancy, the crowd, the opening batsman, all heading the home team's way. And that's what Fletcher can do. That's high, wide, handsome six. You beauty, Andre Fletcher.
Absolutely marvellous. He just waits on it. Despite the fact that ball did not arrive, he timed it so well. Just the perfect time for Leather to meet Willow. And 86 meters distance achieved with a lovely swing of the bat. This is delectable. Look at his poise. Look at the balance of that batter. Despite that big shot, it's not moving around. It's just very still.
He likes to hold the pose. Plenty of photographers around the ground. He helps them out. Look at me, I'm Andre Fletcher. Oh, he wanted to do it again.
Oh, chance of a run out here, directed. Oh, you'd have been gone. Oh dear, that was the breakthrough that the Dhaka Dynamites needed. Right, let's go down and join Elena.
So we are here with the CEO and the MD of the Sylhet Sixers. You have recently acquired the team, I've heard. So can you tell us a bit about that?
Yes, we acquired the team around June or July of this year. Last season, there was no team from Sylhet. So there was a massive outcry and demand from the Sylhetis, who are very passionate about cricket, that their team should be here. So responding to that, we saw the encouragement and we came forward with the team this year. We've been very happy and thankful to Bangladesh Cricket Board and BPL Governing Council for allowing us this opportunity to represent Sylhet.
I think it's great. I mean, it's a wonderful city, so it should be definitely represented. So there's a lot of Sylhet connection in the ownership team and the players.
Yes, this is actually the first year that the Sylhet franchisee is owned by companies or people affiliated with the ownership who are originally from Sylhet. So the attachment, the engagements with Sylhet is at a different level. You can see that the stadium is almost packed to the brim. There has been a lot of engagements, a lot of promotions in Sylhet, so the people of the city, they feel connected to the team as well.
Yeah, so it's great. So it's a true Sylheti team that we have here, and it's true. There's so many fans, and it's wonderful. And so, how do you feel about the game so far?
I think we're in a good position right now. We're feeling very confident. So let's see what happens. We still have a lot of overs to go and a lot of runs to overcome.
Yes, let's hope. Thank you very much, and now over to commentary. Thank you.
They were just being a little modest there. Their team's doing very, very well indeed. That's going to be fortunate runs, but Andre Fletcher doesn't mind. The only thing he couldn't do is hold the pose.
Well, he got lucky there. Yeah, he's not very happy with the way the shots come, but I'm sure, as you said, he's not going to mind that inside edge. And Dickish one, taking it quite away from any chance of getting to the wicket. And French cut always works for the batter. A little bit disappointed. Yes, you can see the expression on his face. What could have been?
I think it's time we give it a new name. It's called the French cut, the Chinese cut. Let's call it the Sylhet cut from now on.
We'll do that when Sylhet's playing. With the bat, we will do that. And that stroked away nicely for a single to finish off a rather expensive over. 11 from that, 15.
আমি ভয় পেলেও ও মা ভয় পেত না। আর আমি যখন জিতে যাই বাংলাদেশের হয়ে, তখন জিতে যায় মা। এমন হাজারো বাচ্চাদের স্বপ্ন জয়ে সাথে আছে ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার। এর ট্রিপল অ্যাকশন ফর্মুলা নিশ্চিত করে স্ট্রেংথ, ইমিউনিটি ও ইন্টেলিজেন্স। ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার, আমি জিতলে জিতে যায় মা। পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সবসময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক। গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা। বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ।
Adil Rashid comes on from the far end, from the Shah Cement end. He'll have to do something if Dhaka team are to do anything. 165 wickets for him, and the defending champions will need him to come to the party. A wicket here is something they desperately want.
Well, that shot that stood up and says, hit me. And the batsman has obliged. Real loosener from Adil Rashid. And the runs are flowing here.
He's a polite young man. It stood up and said, please hit me. And Fletcher said, yeah, no problem, man. I gotta hit you all day long.
Well, the batsman always will feel that with the first ball boundary, well, it's pretty close to that fielder there, but it was hit so hard. Didn't get the opportunity to get ball on, hand on ball rather. Got to come back with a good delivery. No, that's down the leg side. That's swung around. That's not good bowling from Adil Rashid.
He got away with murder there. That should have been 4, 6, anything. Just have a look at the length over there. Nothing really short. The height of the stumps is all you can look at.
Around the corner, having problems with the left-right combination. Adil Rashid, couple of runs, quite comfortably taken.
Yeah, it's been a good start from both the batsmen. Just have a look at the length over there. Nothing really short. The height of the stumps is all you can look at. Plenty of boundaries. First power play. Sylhet well ahead of where Dhaka were at this stage. 43 for 1 were the Dhaka Dynamites in their power play. 51 without loss at the end of 6 overs were the Sylhet Sixers.
Just sailing along on the Shurma River. Flows through the city of Sylhet. He faces behind. Upset the wonderful rhythm the batsmen have come into. It's not been so far.
That's a good delivery. Finally, Rashid gets the length that he was looking for in the final ball of
গাজীটা নিরাপদ হোক পথে চলা। সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ, আগাগোড়া মজবুত, বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ। গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম। গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা।
one without loss. Great start from both Andre Fletcher and Opal Tharanga.
Declan Sajib, another bowler who bowls a short one, invites the batsman to have a swing at it. Does get to a fielder and does manage to restrict the batsman to a single, but the Dhaka Dynamites bowling has been rather paltry, to say the least. Haven't been penetrating enough or accurate enough. Moinul Chaudhary is in the middle. TSM, Tanveer Ahmed. See, good to see the men behind the scene.
Working hard, as you can see. Very hard.
And they're smiling. It was a wave.
This one, watch out, is it coming almost towards the commentary box? Not quite. Just sneaks over for a six. Another big one from Andre Fletcher.
Simple. Just to shimmy down the wicket, getting the pitch of that ball, getting underneath, getting the distance, getting the elevation. Bowlers in deep trouble, and the wicket, which everyone thought would play very nicely, pure evidence of that here.
That's it.
I can tell you one thing, I sat next to him twice on a flight this time in the Caribbean. He's got a mortal fear of flying, does Andre Fletcher, but he has no fear of hitting the ball miles up in the air.
I understand those flights, short distance flights from the different islands, they use planes which are not really what you call jumbo jets.
Not to mention it was hurricane season, not just Irma towards the end of the Caribbean Premier League, but throughout we had lots and lots of bad weather, flew in some of that. There they are again.
I was going to catch that. It's going to fall safely in front of that fielder there. Now, 9 runs from this over so far. 1 ball to go. No real effort, extra effort, I must say. Coming quite easily like that. Just tickle around the corner, just amble the single, and get to 70 at the end of the 8th over.
ও তো ক্যাডেট কলেজে ফার্স্ট বয় ছিল। কোন ক্যাডেট?
ময়মনসিংহ ক্যাডেট কলেজ।
কিন্তু ময়মনসিংহ ক্যাডেট তো মেয়েদের কলেজ।
ভিটামিন এ এর বাড়তি সুরক্ষাযুক্ত সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, যা ওমেগা 3 ও 6 এর পারফেক্ট ব্যালেন্স এবং বেটা ক্যারোটিন সমৃদ্ধ। সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, কিছু বাড়তি ভালোর জন্য। সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি কাজী পিভিসি পাইপ, আগাগোড়া মজবুত, বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ। কাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম। কাজী প্রথম, কাজী সেরা।
After 8 overs, Dhaka Dynamites were tottering at 57 for 2, and look at the difference. Sylhet Sixers just cruising along at 72 without losing a wicket. Brilliant stuff. They have been very positive. Their bowling in the first innings has been absolutely exemplary, and now the batsmen have come and joined the party. This has been a wonderful, wonderful start to this season, and the champions under the cosh at the moment. Adil Rashid, the new over. That's more like it. Don't often see Adil Rashid all over the place. In the first over, he was struggling to get his line and length, particularly with the left-right combination. But this first ball will please him.
He likes to hit straight, he likes to hit down the ground. Look at that, 83% of his runs in roughly that area where he's just hit that ball. Long off picks up. Smiling assassin Andre Fletcher. There's a confirmation again, the V in front. Not just in this match, throughout his career, he's played a lot of his shots there.
Tells you a story too about the way the balls have been bowled. It's allowed him to play those shots in the V. Hasn't played too many horizontal back shots, not too many wide of the stumps, but despite the fact it was tight, the bowling, he was equal to the task. Oh, just got it delectably. Just open the face, little deft touch, and a single results.
Tharanga plays a lot of those shots. Likes the late cut, likes to play it behind the wicket. Unlike Andre Fletcher, Tharanga gets a lot of his runs behind the wicket, both on the off and on side.
He goes for it, gets the inside part of the bat. Didn't get too many square of the wicket. He gets one rather involuntarily.
Yeah, Andre Fletcher was looking for another big one. Look at him teeing off there, just like a nice day at the golf course. Get out the big woods every time. And finally, Adil Rashid at the end of his second over manages to beat.
পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সবসময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক। গাজীর প্রথম, গাজীর সেরা। বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ।
The opportunity for both the teams to have a bit of a breather.
ভাবনা থেকেই ভালো কাজের শুরু। অ্যান্টিঅক্সিডেন্ট ও ফ্লেভোনয়েড সমৃদ্ধ এক অসাধারণ ব্র্যান্ডের ফ্রেশ প্রিমিয়াম টি খুলে দেয় ভাবনার দুয়ার। সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ। আগাগোড়া মজবুত, বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ। গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম। গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা। আমি ভয় পেলেও ও মা ভয় পেত না। আর আমি যখন জিতে যাই বাংলাদেশের হয়ে, তখন জিতে যায় মা। এমন হাজারো বাচ্চাদের স্বপ্ন জয়ে সাথে আছে ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার। এর ট্রিপল অ্যাকশন ফর্মুলা নিশ্চিত করে স্ট্রেংথ, ইমিউনিটি ও ইন্টেলিজেন্স। ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার। আমি জিতলে জিতে যায় মা।
গতু ক্যাডেট কলেজে ফার্স্ট বয় ছিল। কোন ক্যাডেট?
ময়মনসিংহ। ভাই একটা ফ্রেশ পানি দেন।
হ্যালো তামিম।
হাই।
Is it safe for him?
নো,
Huh?
ইটস দ্য সেফেস্ট।
Thank you, তামিম।
মেমব্রেন ফিল্ট্রেশন ও ড্রপলেট মেথড সহ মোট 15টি কঠিন ধাপে পৃথিবীর সর্বাধুনিক স্ট্যান্ডার্ড নিশ্চিত করে তৈরি হচ্ছে দেশের সবচেয়ে নিরাপদ পানি, সুপার ফ্রেশ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার।
গতু ক্যাডেট কলেজে ফার্স্ট বয় ছিল। কোন ক্যাডেট?
ময়মনসিংহ ক্যাডেট কলেজ।
কিন্তু ময়মনসিংহ ক্যাডেট তো মেয়েদের কলেজ।
ভিটামিন এ এর বাড়তি সুরক্ষাযুক্ত সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, যা ওমেগা 3 ও 6 এর পারফেক্ট ব্যালেন্স এবং বেটা ক্যারোটিন সমৃদ্ধ। সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, কিছু বাড়তি ভালোর জন্য।
That brings us.
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ। আগাগোড়া মজবুত, বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ। গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম। গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা।
The Silat batsmen wanted it that badly. They were in a groove. Maybe this is the chance for Dhaka to take advantage of a little bit of a break in play for the Silat batsmen. I mean, very interestingly, 76 runs, 46 plus 30 means no extras have been scored by the conceded by Dhaka. Good discipline, but not good enough.
Have a look at the power play package. 51 runs in the 6 overs, and they've been a delight to watch. Proper cricketing shots. You know, they haven't really thrown the bat all over the place. They waited for the ball, played the ball to the merits, and when there's an opportunity like that one, that was pumped away. It's beautiful to watch it sail away over the boundary. And once again, Andre Fletcher has been absolutely resplendent with this charging. This was a little fortunate, but as they say, fortune favours the brave. He's been pretty brave and has taken his team to a position of strength. 76 without loss after 9. Cameron Delford. Now this man has got a lot of experience in this 20-over career, has taken 48 wickets. What you're mentioning, Gautam, saunters to, he doesn't generate a lot of pace, does he? But just the point you're making about having a little bit of a rest, losing concentration, batsmen need to refocus. That's the opportunity that the bowlers have got to take.
Yeah, you can see not quite as fluent as he was before that timeout. Andre Fletcher. Delport will have to adjust again to the left-right combination. Upul Taranga. Played so much cricket in his career. Knows exactly what to do in these situations. Finish off the opposition.
It's just Upul Taranga used the pace of the pacier bowlers previously. Now with someone bowling much slower, what does it do? Well, what it does is just stroke it delightfully through the cover. Oh, good diving effort. You need a bit of that from the Dhaka boys if they're going to keep themselves in the game.
Very, very pleasing to the eye, Upul Taranga. Left-handers are known to be elegant, and he definitely belongs to that family. Refer in the field. Still concedes 3.
Got away for a single. Just a reminder, this year BPL has added an extra overseas player. It used to be 4 per team. Now it's 5. So what do you think the repercussions are going to be, Gautam?
I think it's a good move. If you've got so many of them around and you've made the effort to bring them down, rather have them in the 11 than sitting around watching. 2 overseas players opening for the Sylhet Sixers here, keeping the crowd absolutely delighted as they have been from the start of this game. Nasir Hussain with his bowling. How they've enjoyed it. Wonderful facility. The lights have just taken effect. We've got another game coming up later this evening. Looks like the result of this one should be a foregone conclusion. At the halfway mark in their run chase.
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি কাজী পিভিসি পাইপ আগাগোড়া মজবুত বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ কাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম
কাজী প্রথম, কাজী সেরা।
ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট এর আয়োডিন ও ব্যালেন্সড মিনারেলস শরীরের ইলেকট্রোলাইট ব্যালেন্স করে যেন আপনি থাকেন সবসময় অ্যাক্টিভ ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট অ্যাক্টিভ সারাদিন পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সবসময় আপনার পাশে বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক গাজীর প্রথম গাজী সেরা বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ
They're playing so well. It's 50 for Fletcher. Punctuated with 3 6s and 4 4s. Time for me to welcome in the commentary box Tino Moya from Zimbabwe. How was the flight, mate?
Thank you very much. It was long. Left just over 32 hours ago. But, lovely to be here. Thanks, Samir.
These 2 batsmen, they have run well too. A bit of turn for the leg spinner. Madhur Rashid comes with a huge reputation in this BPL. He's been able to make an impression. In his first over, he really struggled. But gradually easing into the job. Now he's consistently hitting the lens.
Often happens, doesn't it? This was lost delivery. That's the leg spinner. Left. That's the googly on the right. You can see the seam coming out there.
And here's a six. Oh, well, he picked up the length of that delivery and hit the ball with all the certainty in the world. And a huge six to end.
আমি ভয় পেলেও মা ভয় পেত না। আর আমি যখন জিতে যাই বাংলাদেশের হয়ে, তখন জিতে যায় মা। এমন হাজারো বাচ্চাদের স্বপ্ন জয়ে সাথে আছে ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার। এর ট্রিপল অ্যাকশন ফর্মুলা নিশ্চিত করে স্ট্রেংথ, ইমিউনিটি ও ইন্টেলিজেন্স। ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার। আমি জিতলে জিতে যায় মা। সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি কাজী পিভিসি পাইপ, আগাগোড়া মজবুত, বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ। কাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম।
কাজী প্রথম, কাজী সেরা। Problems right from the beginning for Dhaka Dynamite's captain Shakib. This batsman didn't come to the fore, and now the bowlers are struggling. Problems augmenting. Another bowling change. Abu Haider. Not a lot of experience for him in this format. Left arm round. He's a fearless batsman, Andre Fletcher. Doesn't mind playing his strokes. That's the way he started, and then it was problems. The way he batted. Sixes, fours. Any bowler, he had the solution.
They've been sensible. I like the way they've taken them on. The bowlers, that is. So they haven't been reckless. Ball's been there to play their strokes. They've done that. They've done that well. Good confidence.
Good intelligence too. If you are chasing a moderate total, you don't really need to go haywire. Just play sensibly, wait for the bowlers to get frustrated in order to pick up wickets, and that's your chance as a batsman to score boundaries, and that's what they did. Highly impressive. Well bowled. Only a single. As we go downstairs, Alina has got something for us.
So there's a lot of excitement in the stadium. It's completely packed. So do you have any favorite players? Yeah, Shakib Al Hasan. Okay, great. You have two great supporters here. All right, thank you so much, and over to commentary.
Well, first chance for Dhaka Dynamite to pick up a wicket.
They're cheering, but we can't. But next time, we will win.
I hope so. So do you have any favorite players?
Yeah, Shakib Al Hasan.
Okay, great. You have two great supporters here. All right, thank you so much, and over.
সয়াবিন তেল, যা ওমেগা 3 ও 6 এর পারফেক্ট ব্যালেন্স এবং বেটা ক্যারোটিন সমৃদ্ধ। সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, কিছু বাড়তি ভালোর জন্য।
Shakib once again deciding the ball himself.
Shakib is the one who would normally come and get the wickets, whether he bowls early or in the middle of the innings. But as you talk about a low total being chased, there's no need for them to try and get after the bowlers, so they can afford to just play the better bowlers around, and that's what they've done.
He was winding up for a big one, wasn't he? Andre Fletcher. But good bowling from Shakib. Just taking off the pace.
He's done that a few times in his innings. He's looked to go for it, and if it's not there, he's adjusted his shot and played the appropriate one. How many times do we see a batsman think he wants to go for the big shot, it's not there, goes through with it and gets out? That's the sensibility.